Here we got Jon Wilbur. Man, who needs no introduction to this community, but glad to have you here, man.
Thank you. Appreciate you having me.
Yeah, of course. And right off the bat, just tell me, who is Jon Wilbur? You know, tell us about yourself, stuff like that.
Simple guy from Vermont, man. Like, all I did was bowl and play baseball when I grew up, and started bowling when I was 10, and worked at the bowling center all my life. Well, not all my life, but since I was like 20 years old, probably, and just kind of been stuck in the industry ever since, and learned how to bowl a little better once in a while.
Yeah. Off the lanes, just take us through your life from childhood up to the present day. What's been going on for you off the lanes?
So, like, when I was a kid, I played a bunch of sports, baseball, basketball, soccer, whatever, of course, bowling. And then, once I never went to college or nothing, graduated high school, started working right away in a bowling center, and I grew up on a farm in Vermont in the Green Mountains, so not much to do up there.
Yeah, except for bowl, honestly. But, I mean, obviously, the elephant in the room is going to be you're 900, and that's an amazing accomplishment. Let's hear about that night from start to finish.
It was a weird night because I was late getting to the lanes. Well, I mean, I was already at the lanes, but because of work and everything, I was late getting to practice. I only got like 4 shots. I struck on all of them somehow. Wasn't really lining myself up, and then the rest is history. I threw the next 36 in a row, but a couple breaks obviously here or there, but
do you remember any of those breaks? Do any stand out to you?
I remember tripping out, not like tripping out a 9-pin, but the 9 went late type thing, it was kind of uneventful as far as like strikes. Like, I threw quite a few shots pretty good. It was just the fact that I was able to carry that many times. I mean, a lot of guys get in the pocket every time, but to carry that many times is the most amazing part. So,
exactly.
Yeah, it was quite a night, and then, long story short, I went in the bar afterwards. I don't remember anything after that.
Of course. Hey, living your life right. That's how it is.
Yeah, right.
But I remember that last shot. You just looked so ecstatic, bro.
I was shocked, and I mean, I was obviously happy, but it was more like a shock thing, and it sunk in, but I still rather win tournaments than shoot 900.
You have to, I mean.
Yeah. I still get more of a thrill out of that. But not that I'm taking anything away from it. But
of course. But, I mean, I guess in that vein, take us through the NEBA titles that you won that really stand out to you. What do you remember?
Well, the first one I ever won back in, I think it was 2014, was against my friend Todd Lathrop. We had a pretty good match. I had the front 9, and I think he had the front 5 or 6 before. He ended up shooting 230, and I think I shot 260 in the end. But that was my first one. I won 3 since then, 2 doubles, 2 singles. My last singles title was in 2018 in Brockton, and then the other 2 doubles titles were, one was in 15, and I believe the last one was in 2022. So I don't bowl as many as I used to, but it's been a staple in New England, of course, forever. So it's always something to bowl, and great competitive bowling, and some of the best guys you'll find in New England. So it's always there to step up your game, and I bowl everyone that I can.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I guess the strengths in your game, we'll go into that. What do you think your biggest strengths are?
I pride myself a lot on being more accurate than I used to be. It's harder now. For me, like with a lot of the guys that throw a lot more power now and stuff, like I used to be considered like one of the more bigger power guys, and now not so much. But
just like
yeah, exactly. But times change, and I still compete. I can still beat some guys sometimes. So I kind of pride myself on being the shot maker, and maybe it's not the greatest thing in the world now for bowling, but it gets me by.
Is there anything you're working on right now, like actively?
Actually, more leg drive, more knee bend. As I get older, trying to do less with my upper body, more with my lower body, which is hard for, a bigger guy or taller people to get used to, because it's the way the game's evolving, but that's my main thing right now.
Fair enough. And any future goals?
Maybe someday I might win a PBA event, like a regional or something. I started bowling a couple of those again recently, but I guess my biggest goal might be an eagle, which is probably one of the hardest things to win, but I go with a good group of guys, so hopefully someday we'll have a shot. We've been up there a couple times, it never came through. So
you got Lathrop, and who else?
Chris Vialli, Brian Gray-Watts, and Francis Vitelli, I believe how you pronounce it, or
sounds right.
I believe. Sorry, Francis, if I messed it up, but so that's our team. So we got a good team. So.
Phenomenal team.
Yeah.
And that's all I got, John. You got anything else you want to talk about?
No, just thanks for having me, and busy time here at the Mega Bug Tournament, so a great event, big event, so glad you stopped me, glad I could help,
Oh, yeah.
have an interview with you guys.
Yeah, seriously.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, man.
Thanks, man. Thanks for doing this.
Of course.